Chill, B.
What's up, Barbs? What's up, kids? It's your girl Lifestyle Barb, and welcome back to my channel. Yo, I know y'all been waiting, and I know y'all got questions, so I got answers. So today we're gonna be doing this Q&A. We're gonna get into the details of everything that y'all asked. Y'all asked a lot of questions, and y'all just want me to spill the tea, and that's what I'm here to do. So before we get into the video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell so you're notified every time your girl posts. Please head over there to Instagram and follow your girl @OneBeloved __ that is 2 underscores, and let's get into it because what are we waiting on?
So, how was your mental health?
Yeah, I could be real generic and be like, oh, I was good, you know, but no, I wasn't. So it was up and it was down. Some days I wanted to talk. Some days I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to be bothered. Some days I would cry. Some days it was a roller coaster. So mentally, it was a roller coaster. Okay, mentally it was hard. I feel like now that I'm home, I'm mentally stronger now. I feel like everything in jail is a mental test. So everything in jail is mental, period. So now that I went through it, of course you're not gonna know how to adjust as soon as you get in there, but I definitely did kind of adjust a little bit, and now I can say that I'm mentally stronger in a lot of ways.
What brought you peace while you were here?
What brought me peace? Talking to my family when I could. Like, I would call sometimes. Sometimes I wouldn't call because it just wasn't what I would like. People think when you in jail and you call home, it makes you feel better, but really it doesn't. It kind of just, it makes it a little worse because it's like you can't get to them, you can't hang out with them, you can't spend time with them, and then just hearing the outside stuff from the inside is just no. So like the letters that y'all sent me from my family, from my fans, my supporters and all of that, and the emails that I would get and stuff like that, that's kind of what kept me going. Because a lot of people included scriptures, a lot of people included words of encouragement, motivation, and stuff like that. So that kind of kept me going. Yeah.
Were the COs as aggressive as seen on TV?
If I see any of y'all outside, just know what's up. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm playing now. But no, some of the COs was cool, but some of the COs was on like a power trip. If you wanted to be a police officer, you should have went to the forest. Why are you here trying to tell me to do this? Like, I get we're in jail, but you doing the most. Most of the COs that I was cool with was cool. I can't really say no names because I'm not trying to get nobody fired. But if you do get fired, just come on over here to YouTube, you know, come over here. Some COs would just come in your room and like go through your stuff and take your contraband. Well, it wouldn't be contraband, it would be like maybe I had an extra blanket because it was cold, or maybe I had an extra sweatshirt because I was cold. So you can only have a certain amount of items, I guess, and they would take stuff like that. Or they was really just on a power trip. I really beat them up for real, but you know, I was in jail, so I had to keep my composure.
What was the wildest thing you seen while in there?
Y'all, do y'all know people be talking in the toilets? Like, dead ass. In relationships, y'all. You knew they were talking in the toilets because their face was fucked up. Like, bumps on their face, all of that stuff. They would have real life relationships and be beefed up over it. So like one girl might have had a nigga that was from upstairs in the toilet, and then another girl might have been talking to that same dude, and then when they find out, all hell broke loose. Like, why are you in the toilet anyways? Like, it's not even worth it. They was toilet talking. Bad. Very bad.
Did you encounter anything negative while in there?
Yes, I did. It seemed like everybody had their different cases. Everybody had different time. Everybody had different things going on. So like when somebody would come back from court and they got bad news, it felt like they was just negative as hell. And it's like you're confined into this one like dorm. So like you seeing that and being around them, like energy rubs off on people. So They negative energy will rub off on me because they upset because they court date didn't go well and stuff like that. It was just like negative energy. That's the only thing that I encountered for real. Like, so when people will be negative, I kind of just try to separate myself from it because we already in a negative place. So nobody needs that negative energy. Get on somewhere.
Did anyone ever try to touch you?
No, nobody tried to touch me. Everybody used to be like, I was like the prison princess. That's what they used to call me. And they would be like, oh, you're so cute. Don't let nobody touch, like be mean to her. Protecting me, not trying to touch me though.
Has the experience changed you in any way?
The experience has definitely changed me. I feel like I'm still myself. I still have my goofy personality. I'm still Barb. Mentally, it has made me more, like it grew me up more mentally. My mindset is way different from when I left, opposed to now. And I just look at things a lot different now.
Who did you miss the most while gone?
Y'all not finna get me in trouble with that question. I'm not finna say that because then if I say I miss this person, then these people gonna be like this. And if I say I miss them, then they gonna do that. I really miss myself the most because when you in jail, you not yourself. So honestly, I miss like, look at me. I miss myself the most, honestly. Because you lose yourself when you're in jail. So now that I'm getting back to me, that is important.
Were there a lot of lockdowns?
Man, yes, for no reason. They used to do dumb stuff. The boys would be fighting on the 4th floor. I was on the 3rd floor. What they gotta do with us? Like they was gonna come from the 4th floor and beat us up. Like they were going lockdown for like COVID reasons. COVID numbers spiked outside, we would be on lockdown. That shit didn't make sense because COVID not in here. So I'm gonna get somebody to come up there to the FDC because y'all had us fucked up, for real.
How was the food?
Next question.
What did you eat?
So y'all, on commissary, I would get like dry cereal, oatmeal, snacks of course. But the main thing that I ate, my bunkie at the time, she would make these chicken balls. So she would get the chicken off the commissary, like warm it up and stuff, then crush up chips, and then roll it in the chip crumbs, and then we'll warm them up, and it was chicken balls. It was good for in jail. I don't think I tried out here though.
This question not on here, but I'm curious. What is a bunkie?
A bunkie is a cellmate because you bunk together. Some people call them bunkie, celly, all of that stuff.
You was on the top or the bottom?
I was on top. But I didn't get bullied to be on top. I actually liked the top better than the bottom. I don't know why I just did. I guess because I could see everything that was happening. I don't know.
What was your daily routine while there?
Let me tell y'all like the timestamps of everything. So breakfast was at 4 a.m. Lunch was at 11 a.m. Dinner was at 4 p.m. We call it chow. So we would wake up, we would go to breakfast if you wanted to. I would actually serve breakfast, but that's another question down the line. I'm gonna get to that. So after breakfast, we would have to get right back in. They would do this thing called count, make sure everybody was accounted for. After that, they would let us out. So I would go work out and then I would shower and then we would get right back in for count because now it's lunchtime. And then after lunch, I would probably chill in the day room, watch TMZ because that come on at 2 o'clock. Because you know, I had to be up on the T and stuff like that. And we'll be in the rec yard, just, you know, stuff. And then we'll get right back in. Then here come dinner. It really ain't really much to do in jail, y'all. So I'm really in the hole not doing nothing for real. I was working out, reading, writing, praying, all of that good stuff. Writing, y'all, like, it's really not anything to do in jail.
Was the bed hard to sleep on?
Y'all, the mattress that they gave us, I'm not lying. My hand like this was probably this thick. I kid you not. And it was metal. Like the actual bed was metal. But this was the mattress. You answer me that. Yes, it was hard as shit.
Have you written any music?
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
What's life out of jail now?
That's a good question because let me explain something to y'all. I'm home, like y'all can see me, I can talk to y'all, I can film and stuff, but I'm not home because I am at a halfway house. Like half freedom, half prison. I'm still an inmate, so they still treat me as such. Leaving jail and having to come to a halfway house is still like adjusting to something else.
Did you have any fights while you were in jail?
All right, so I'm gonna save the juicy stuff for a story time, but I'm gonna tell y'all one altercation. The phone line ain't nothing to play with. Everybody wanna talk to their kids, their boyfriends, their husbands, their mamas, their daddies. When you in that phone line and you get out, you get out and ain't no coming back to your spot. I used to stay in the phone line and wait my time out, right? One girl, she went to the shower. I really wasn't paying attention because I was watching the TV that was next to it. So when I looked up and she was in front of me, I was like, what are you doing? You got out of the line, like, what are you doing? And she was like, well, I'm finna use the phone. So you know what I did. We're gonna say the rest for the story time.
What have you learned about yourself throughout this journey?
I've learned a lot of good things and a lot of bad things. So we're gonna start with the cons. I self-sabotage a lot. I'll say I can't do something because I don't have the resources when I really do have the resources. I feel like I can't do it sometimes. I really need to stop that. So I'm glad that I noticed that about myself so I can correct it. A pro, whatever I throw myself into, I really put myself into it. Like whatever I say I wanna do, I'm gonna do it or I'm gonna make it happen. Like, and I know that's kind of a contradiction because I self-sabotage, but I also like feel like, y'all get what I'm saying, right? You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
It's just the surface. I've learned a lot of other stuff about myself.
How did you get home so early?
Y'all, I was in there taking classes. I was in school, y'all. I was trying to take them classes to get them credits to come home. I was not playing. I took like 9 classes. Any classes they offered, I took. I was in crochet, fitness, and circle of string. What? Everybody was asking me, how you getting in them classes? How you getting in them classes? Yeah, I figured it out. I should go back to college, huh?
Was it dirty in there like everyone makes it seem?
Filthy. Next question.
Best memory you have in jail?
Okay, so I had some friends in there who threw me a birthday party for my birthday. I actually had like a birthday banner that said happy birthday Barbs. All of this is made out of jail stuff. So imagine how creative they had to get. I had a birthday bag that was made out of paper and yarn. They made me a birthday cake, and I'm gonna show y'all how to make stuff from jail on the channel too, because you gotta do what you gotta do and use what you got to get what you want to get where you're going. You get what I'm trying to say. And they made me a birthday card. Look like Hallmark. Like, it's insane. But that really made me emotional, and it made me be like, dang, like it's really people that care about you. And it's really good people in here. That was like the best memory in there, because I got to actually celebrate my birthday. Even though it was under the circumstances that they were, it was cool.
All right, so how many friends did you make while in there?
I made about 3 to 4 friends. That's about it. I wasn't trying to get close to everybody, because everybody, no. Y'all know who y'all are, and I love you guys.
Did you get horny in there?
All I'm gonna say is put them urban books down. Don't read them urban books. Them urban books that have you thinking about some things, okay? Whoever asked me that, you wrong for that.
The best advice you received while you were inside?
The best advice I received was, this is your life. Like in here, this is your life. So you need to get used to this life and stop thinking about the outside life that you have. Because the more you think about outside, the more it's gonna make this inside life more difficult and hard to, you know, maneuver through. So I literally had to put my outside life behind my head. There was no Life Size Barb, there was no YouTube, there was no my family, there was no none of that. It was like, okay, this is your life right now, and this is what you need to focus on. Focus on what you got going on here. That was the best advice. Mellowed a lot of stuff out for me.
Did you lose or gain any weight while in there?
I got a pooper now, y'all. I need to hit the, no, I don't think I got my stomach not as flat as it used to be. I consider that gaining weight. I didn't gain no weight nowhere else but my stomach. Some people think I lost weight. What you think? You think I lost weight?
I think you look the same. I don't see a big difference.
Some people think I look the same. I need to get in the gym.
How do you still have a nose ring?
All right, this is a funny story. First of all, before even going in there, I said I'm not taking my nose ring out because I have got my nose ring pierced 4 times, and I'm not doing that again. Every time I get it re-pierced, it hurts more and more and more. So when I first got in there, like when I first actually got booked in, they put me in this room. They were booking me in. They never said anything about it, but I knew that if I got on the floor with this, they was gonna say something. They had gave me a mask. So I took the nose ring out and I put it on the inside of my lip right here. When they took like my civilian clothes, I don't know, free world clothes. So they took my real clothes that I walked in to give me my jail uniform. They were like looking for bobby pins in my hair and like jewelry and stuff like that, but it was in my lip. And the funny story is they did my DNA and he had put this thing in my mouth where he was going from cheek to cheek and the ring was rising up, and I was just like, please stop, because if it come up, then I'm gonna be fucked. But no, once they got done with all of that stuff and I got to the cell, I just took it out of my mouth, washed it off, and put it back in my nose. And then everybody kept saying, how you get that in here? And y'all, somebody even asked to buy it. They was like, I'll pay you for your nose ring. And I'm like, girl, if you don't get your stupid ass on, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna give you my nose ring. What's wrong with you? That's so unsanitary. Ugh. They would buy anything in there though, honestly.
Did you work while you were in there?
Yes, y'all, I worked. I was an orderly, AKA a trustee. Basically, call me out of my cell anytime. Like, they needed me to do something, I was out my cell. They needed me to, I don't know, whatever they needed me to do, I was willing to do it to get out that cell. And then also I was a kitchen worker, so not actually cooking the food in the kitchen, but on the floor, I was a kitchen worker. So when they would bring the trays from the kitchen, I would serve the inmates. And if you had this type of job, you was that bitch. You was that girl. I was that girl.
I'm glad you was that girl in jail. What did being in jail teach you the most about life?
This gonna sound like a contradiction too. One, don't take time for granted. That 6 months, I could have been progressed 6 months. Time is precious. Don't make bad decisions. It'll land you in jail and you don't wanna be there. That's that part of it, right? But the other part of it is, it's heartbreaking to go to jail. It can be a breakthrough or some shit. How can I say this, Drip? I feel like I sound stupid. You get what I'm saying? Like, damn, you don't want to go to jail, but it could be your breakthrough. Like, it could be something that you needed.
A bigger reason of why you're here than what you are going. Like, you think like, damn, man, I'm in jail, but really you here for a reason.
A reason. Like, you're there for a purpose. Honestly, I feel like I was actually in jail for a purpose. I'm not even trying to boast or brag, but like, I touched so many people. Like, it's people in there that be on the verge of giving up, and you can say one thing like, man, don't give up, like, you got so much potential. It's some things that people don't think that they can do. I was literally telling people, do you know you can crochet and go make that shit on the street and sell that? Or it's people that's cooking, I'm talking about cooking jail food, making that shit good, bro. You better go use that talent. That was my purpose in jail. Like, I feel like I really let people see, allow people to see, what am I trying to say?
You help people see more in themselves than they did.
Yeah.
Did the days feel longer?
Y'all, honestly, the 6 months has flown. Went by fast. And I don't know if it was because I had a routine every day and it was just going. So when I was talking to people from the outside, I felt like it was taking so long. But for me, it honestly did go by really fast.
Is there anyone who had made an impact on you while inside?
Like I said before, I self-sabotage. I watered myself down. I didn't tell nobody about YouTube until like I started getting pictures come in, and then I got cool with my 4 friends. So when I got cool with my 4 friends and stuff, and they saw my pictures and stuff, they were just like, wow, like you could do this and you could do that. And I would water myself down a lot, and they would say and be like, hey, no, you're gonna be somebody, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. Encourage me, pull me up out of that negativity. So it actually gave me a lot of more motivation. My biggest thing was coming home, getting back into the content to see if y'all would like it or if y'all would still be supportive. Kind of was just like, man, I don't even know what I'm gonna do when I get home, honestly. But they were actually there to be like, girl, you got this, stop worrying about it. You're gonna be good, you're gonna be great. Just keep being you and all of that stuff. So I guess that was impactful.
Was it hard maintaining that relationship while being in jail?
Not really. The distance was the biggest. The distance is what really played a Grinch in your relationship with your jail. But we would talk on the phone, we would write, like we still stayed in touch and stuff like that. So it didn't really impact it that much. I think we still like in a good space and stuff like that. But yeah.
Did you drop the soap?
No, I ain't had no bar soap. I had liquid soap.
Who helped you the most while in there?
God. And I don't want this to be a generic answer. Oh, she's saved and holier than thou now. But no, I had a relationship with God before going in, and I feel like I have a stronger relationship with God. But honestly, when you in jail, you have nothing to do. So like picking up a Bible is kind of forced on you on some stuff. I had a bunkie before my last bunkie who knew every Bible story in the Bible. So she would tell me like a Bible story every night. And it was weird because everything that was happening in the Bible felt like it correlated to what I was going through. God has a sense of humor, bro. Like, how is this making sense like this? How does it feel like I'm these people in this Bible right now?
Did you experience any racism while in there?
Towards me, like me as an individual, no. But it was Mexicans and blacks, and the Mexicans did not mess with the blacks. And we was outnumbered, but they didn't fuck with us at all. Like that's a real thing in jail. Like it be Mexicans, blacks, the white people just kind of linger everywhere, but That is a thing.
How did you manage your hygiene?
Okay, commissary, right? Not the best. We don't have a lot of, they didn't have a lot of stuff for black women, as in hair, for your face and stuff like that. They catered to the Mexicans and they catered to the white people. What I would do is, y'all know how I am about my skin. I don't play with my skin. So when I first got in there, I was kind of trying to figure out like, what can I use? So they had these vitamin capsules on commissary that were vitamin E and they were oil capsules. So I would pop those open, put them on my face. And I would use hydrocortisone for moisturizer for my face. And for my hair, I kind of just braided it up and used Sulfur 8. And that was pretty much it. And then, you know, taking a shower and stuff like that. Hygiene, brushing your teeth. They had a good toothpaste. They had like Crest and Sensodyne on the commissary. So I would get the good toothpaste and stuff like that.
A couple more. Any mental breakdowns?
A few of them. One, when I first got there, the first like week or so, definitely had a mental breakdown because it was hard adjusting. Like I've never been in that situation before. So it's kind of like, how do you make this comfortable? I didn't want to eat the food, the trays that they had, and my money wasn't on my books yet. It took a while for my money to get on my books, so I couldn't do commissary like straight when I got there. So I wasn't really eating like the first few weeks and stuff like that. And when I got there, I was in a quarantine facility. So I was in a jail where it looked like the silver toilet with the water fountain on top, but when I went to population, it looked more regular. It had the separated sink and the toilet. So in the quarantine facility, I didn't want to drink out no sink connected to the toilet. That shit was not it. So I wasn't really drinking. I wasn't really eating and stuff like that. And I had a mental breakdown because I was like, dang, like I can't call home right now because I'm on quarantine. Like, so I was writing letters every day. Then my second mental breakdown was when I got to population with all these women that I didn't know. I never knew how much I appreciated being alone.
Any new talents?
I know how to crochet, y'all. That's a new talent, right? Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last question. When are you gonna drop your first day out freestyle?
That is a good question. Soon. I'm gonna say soon because I don't want to put no date on it and have y'all waiting for it and expecting it. But we just gonna say soon. It's coming, so stay tuned. All right, y'all. So I hope y'all like this Q&A. If y'all want me to do part 2, because I got more questions or something, just drop that in the comments and let me know. The experience was crazy. So I have some story times for y'all and stuff like that. Hopefully I can bring people onto the channel that experienced it with me, if that would be something y'all would be interested in. I don't know, because these people actually were in jail with me. So I think that would be kind of dope, right? Shake your head. Right. Okay. But thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for always supporting me during this entire journey. Thanks for just staying true and all of that good stuff. Y'all, I'm gonna be dropping some good content. I got some good content in the tuck for y'all, so just stay patient because your girl's going through another transition right now. I'm in halfway house, so I can't post as much as I want to, but once I get situated back at home and stuff, it's up, okay? So before I tune out of this video, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn the post notification bells on so you're notified every time that I post. Head over there to all my social medias. I'll leave all of that in the description box down below. Make sure y'all tap into Drip.Productions because he always coming through. Without further ado, peace.
Chill, B.